Welcome to an episode of Baby Daddy Chronicles. It is I, it is he, it is your future favorite baby daddy. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Once again, you already know the man. The man, the myth, the legend.
Not the future, but the favorite baby daddy.
The silent sniper.
Yep.
The reigning defending champions. Utah Jazz.
Yep.
I didn't want to shake your hand last night. I was mad as
You
fuck.
That's fine. You have to.
I
was gonna simulate the whole thing, but I wanted to make sure you seen us celebrate. I wanted to make sure you seen that. I wanted you.
If LeBron didn't get hurt 2 years ago,
I don't wanna
and
hear
you
that.
know we were 60 and 18 and he got hurt.
There's other players on the team, right? But did you win? Hey brother, you just what you gotta do sometimes. You just gotta put your pride to the side. And you gotta build a team up.
Did I not do that? Because them niggas
I
was
love your team. I do. I love your team, but they're just not winners. that cleared all ghosts of blowing a 3-0 lead.
Oh yeah. So let me tell you what happened. The first time we played them, right, first year in the playoffs, right, he was the 4 seed, I was the 5 seed. I beat this man 3-1 in the regular season. This nigga went up 3-0 in the postseason.
Belt to ass.
And got lost all. My team can't get out the Western Conference Finals, bro. We're the fucking Philadelphia Eagles. That's what I fucking built.
Hey man, go to the East. We'll meet you in championship because at this point you're not getting out the West again. You hang that up.
Yeah, I am. I'm about to get Steph Curry. That's about to change everything.
Okay. Hey brother, you do what you got to do, and I'm gonna keep doing what I got to do.
It's gonna be a battle every year,
Hey man,
and we in the same division.
if you can find a way to get past the Spurs every year and the Lakers, that's really what it is. Hey man, the ghost of past.
I beat the Spurs and the Lakers. Didn't have to play you.
Hey man,
Hey man, how you living today, man?
I'm good. I'm tired, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel you.
Definitely tired.
Starting a new series, and I'm gonna end the season for Baby Daddy Chronicles.
Okay.
This series is because fatherhood doesn't slow down.
Because fatherhood doesn't slow down.
Yes.
Okay.
So our episode, right?
It's a good title because fatherhood doesn't slow down.
Yeah. So our episode is life be lifing, but so is fatherhood. Yeah, I figured,
Life be life and so is fatherhood.
I was gonna do episode 1, but I'm gonna switch episode 1, episode 2. Episode 1 was clocked in 24/7. There's no off switch, but life be life and so is fatherhood.
That's still valid though.
Yeah.
Even when you don't be on the clock, it'd be overtime. Truthfully,
All right. So
unpaid overtime.
what do you do when life is falling apart, but you still have to show up for your little crumb snatchers?
Damn, that's a loaded question. Ask the question again.
What do you do when life is falling apart, but you still have to be there for your crumb snatchers?
You mean the bullshit? You want me to tell you the truth?
The truth.
I let them see it. I let them see it. I mean that wholeheartedly. I let them see when they're when they come over. You've been to the house. Y'all know I keep food in the house, but I don't keep food in the house.
That's very true.
And they're over there. They come over when they want to come over. And part of it is sometimes they don't want to come over because they don't know, like, I went shopping or...
So why don't they just ask some questions before?
They can, but it's not their obligation to do that because they're a child, like, whatever. So they just go based off of when they was there the last time. So... summing all that up, I let them see it. I let them see me be broke. I let them come over. I let them see the refrigerator be empty. I let them see me struggle. Because in my book and how I feel about it as a father raising 2 boys, and maybe it would be different if I had a girl. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. But I'm not in that situation. God willing, I do have a girl at some point. And then we can possibly revisit this topic. But because I have boys, I let them see me struggle to show them that life goes on beyond the struggle,
Mm-hmm.
so that they know maybe they might struggle with something, but it's not as big as what I'm struggling with life wise. But at least they know, like, hey, dog keep going, so we got to do the same.
How do you deal with being stretched thin between surviving life and then showing up as a dad?
It's not hard to show up as a dad. Truthfully, when you're stretched thin, it's hard to show up for life when you're stretched thin. Being a dad is, in my opinion, this is just my honest opinion. Being a dad is easy. Like that's the easy work. I would probably say somewhere between like 25 to 40% of it is the person that you're doing the parenting with. But just as a dad, just being able just to show up, like that's not hard. Just to show up, like that takes effort. Like you can't, like, I mean, it's sports terminology. You can't teach effort. Yeah, that's something, either you got effort or you don't have effort. And that's one thing I'm gonna always have effort for is for them. Okay, I may not have effort for myself. It's a lot of things, and we talk about stuff off air. We may text in our group chat. I may be lazy about stuff with myself, personally speaking, but I will never be lazy about stuff when it comes to them. Okay, because I know I can weather the storm, but I don't know if they can weather the storm, and I'm not willing to find that out yet. So I'm gonna always be prepared with an umbrella, a rain jacket, some rain boots. I'm gonna be prepared to shield them from that type of weather until I know without a shadow of a doubt that they're ready to weather those type of storms.
So how do the everyday struggles that y'all face, like dads face the job stress, the financial hurdles, the health issues, and the relationship struggles, how does that factor into the pressure that can affect the time, energy, and patience as a father?
Time, energy, and patience. It doesn't. I will say it doesn't affect time, because everybody that I deal with knows, because of the limited time, or limited time, but not limited time. When I get them or when I have them, like I'm off limits to a lot of things. Like I'm gonna go to Flag, because at Flag I have a community of people that will help me watch them while I play. They also get a chance to play and be out the house, which I love, and play with other kids and interact with other people. People that have seen them grow, because I've been bringing them out there for so long, so people know them. Obviously, whenever I get them, it's become kind of a habit that when I get them, like, I hit you up and ask you if something happening for wrestling, so that we come over here and watch it or whatever. So they look forward to that. So time is really never an issue. You said time. What else you said?
It was time, energy, and patience.
And okay, so energy and patience is probably the two biggest things that will, I don't want to say lack, but those are the two biggest things that take a hit for me personally. Because patience, I will say I've become a way more patient father as they grown. But that's something I had to learn, is that I'm on their time, they're not on my time. And I think that's where a lot of fathers kind of, in my opinion, I feel like that's where a lot of fathers, they kind of like tiptoe the line and blur the line to have the child on their time and not you be on the child's time. Because it's not a bad thing to be on the child's time, but you got to have that time structured and understand why that time is structured. The energy is the major thing, to be honest. Like, obviously, as they grow, they're going to have more energy. And as you grow as an adult and a father, and you're more and more things, you're going to have less. So it's a definite balancing act of having the energy for them and giving them the best energy that you have, and not putting that towards something that's not, beneficial for them. So,
all right. Break down how kids still need consistency, attention, and love regardless of what's happening in your personal life. Because I know at times our personal life I know when my personal life ain't 100%, I don't really want to deal with people like that. Or at least if If I'm on a stable ground in personal life, I could deal with a lot. But if shit's shaky, yeah, I ain't.
Like you see, y'all. You see how I talk to them? I talk to them straight up. Like, hey, bro. Like we have real conversations when they come to the house, and they'll know. Like they kind of. It's like a sad. It's not a sad thing. It's a sad thing, but it's not a sad thing. So it's like a catch-22. But they've come to understand. They've come to understand empathy at a very high level as kids, and it's kind of like a good and bad thing, I guess you can say, because they'll see me and they'll when I have them in, like I'll get them on like a Friday or a Saturday, and they'll come in a room. They're self-sufficient. And they know they'll come in the room where they'll see the door closed or the door cracked or whatever, and they won't come in the room and they won't. I don't want to say bother me because it makes it sound bad, but they won't bother me. And then like they'll peek in or whatever, like if they're hungry in the morning and stuff like that. But obviously, I've got it to where like the cereals at a certain level or breakfast foods, and like I'm trying to slowly teach one of them how to, use the oven because I refuse to get a microwave because that's going to raise the light bill. You know how I feel about that.
Man, I don't know how you do that. I got to get a microwave. I don't know how you want to Warren live without microwaves. I can't do that shit.
I might get an air fryer. I don't know yet, but I haven't decided. But I'm teaching them like oven safety and stuff like that so that they understand how to, do that. But like I find them very empathetic to when they they don't never really know when I'm going through something, but they'll peek in on me and be like, "Dog, you good?" I'm like, "Yeah." And if they ask me like more than 2 times, I'll be like, "What's up? Talk to me. What's up? What you need?" And it may come off like asshole-ish to us as adults, adult to an adult. But when I'm talking to them, I'm asking them like, why are you, like, it's me asking them like, why are you asking me this? And I can sense like they be worried about me sometimes. And my thing with them is, and it's when I make this statement, it's kind of fucked up, but it's not fucked up. But I'm trying to get them to the point where to do something that I don't even do, and me doing it, I'm learning that I have to actually do it first so that they understand that it's a habit that I would like for them to build is checking on me when they're not with me. Cause like I'll talk to them and we'll be having a conversation and I'll be joking with them, but I'll be dead ass. I'll be like, we'll be talking. I'll be like, bro, you don't even check on me, bro. Like you only call me, and I said flat out, you only call me when you need something, or you only hit me up when something happening, and you know what I mean. Like it's okay to hit me up, and we can just have a regular conversation, or whatever. But then at the same time, like I don't even do that with them. I don't even do that with with my people, with my parental. So that's a habit that I have to instill within myself to be able to pass that along to them. But that's definitely something that their empathy levels are at a very high level, so they kind of know, and it's something that I don't. It's not that I'm not proud of it, but I'm proud of it that they kind of are at that level, that they have a high understanding and a high value of knowing that something may be going on. And not to like ambush me with certain stuff, but once we get rolling, we okay. Good to go. So,
you have any personal stories or about still having to do homework help, bedroom routines, and sports, even though you're stressed or exhausted?
Anything to deal with their room, I don't do. Their room dirty, clean it up. Before y'all leave to go back to your mama's house, clean it up. And the number one question I asked them: "This how you treat your mama? This what you do at your mama's house?" No, because she got people that stay with her. Or she has like family members that stay with her. Like, no, because no, that's not what I asked you. Is this what you do at your mama's house? No. So don't do that at my house, bro. Y'all clean up your room before y'all leave. Y'all make up your beds. Y'all like we not finna do. It's like that structure of it's like the structure of a child, but also the structure of helping them become, older kids and younger adults. Like so that they have an understanding of like the expectation of of what it is. But that's really the main thing, to be honest with you.
Does fatherhood force resilience and teach balance? And if so, how?
Does fatherhood force resilience
And teach balance?
Boy, you with the questions today, boy.
Hey man, ChatGPT be here.
Hey,
man.
bro.
Listen.
Yeah, you got me thinking, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
You said, does fatherhood
Force resilience and teach balance?
Yes and yes. It teaches. I feel like if you are involved with as much stuff as I'm involved with, which honestly really isn't a lot. Like, I go to work, have flag, which that's an extracurricular. I don't have to do flag, but I choose to do flag because that's something that keeps my, my mental insanity level a little bit lower. It keeps me active for them. Then obviously I try to maintain my friendships with y'all. I don't have a lady, but I attempt to date around, but you know how that's an up and down type of thing. So it's the balance of all of that. But the resilience part of it is like kind of what we were talking about earlier of saying, no matter what, and when I say no matter, I mean that in every sense of that word. No matter what is going on in my life, nothing will trump being with them. And the reason why I say that, quick story, was one time I had a flag tournament, and it was an opening week of them playing sports, and I had already told the other parental, which usually it's around this time. I usually go out of town like mid-September, and then I go like around like early April, right? 2 times I really go out of town. And I told the other parental, hey, I have this tournament, going out of town this week, whatever. But I didn't tell them. Forgot to tell them. Coming around to that week or whatever, it didn't slip my mind that, that they were playing, because I knew, but I just forgot to communicate that to them. Like, you know what I mean? So we get to, I think I left on like a Wednesday or Thursday or whatever. I get a call Friday. I either got a call Friday night or maybe Saturday morning. I got a call Saturday morning, and it was one of them, and it was like, where you at? And I was like, I'm in North Carolina. And it was like, you in North Carolina? I said, yeah. It was like, well, you didn't tell us that. And I said, in the moment, I was like, what your parents used to tell you. I'm the parent. You the child. I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta tell you. And I said that, and they looked so defeated on the phone because I was missing their game. But usually in April, I don't miss it because that's usually around like spring break or like around Easter. So they're already off. So that really doesn't affect too much. But in September, it's usually, you know what I mean? And they was like, all right. And I was like, all right, cool. Got off the phone. I'm playing. We doing stuff. And I just had like a horrible feeling. And I played bad, bro. I played bad because the whole time I was playing, I was like, damn, bro, like, you left them hanging and you didn't let them know, like, this is what it is. So I had to call them. I called them after we was talking, and I was just like, hey, I just want to apologize. Like, I didn't let y'all know that, I'm going here or whatever, stuff like that. And it was like, it's okay. And I was like, no, it's not okay. I said, because I could have asked y'all, did y'all want to come? Of course, y'all probably would have said no because y'all had games or whatever. Or I would have asked them, could they come? But at the same time, I wouldn't have wanted them to come because they have a commitment to what they're doing. But that was I would honestly say that was like the last time that I kind of put something before them, and like God put it on me, like put it on my heart, and I felt horrible. I felt horrible, bro. But yeah, I kind of that at this, like, now after that, it's like I don't really too much like put a lot of things before them. Like, I'll be with a chick or I'll be with y'all and it'll be like, hey, we could be ready to do something. But I got the boys or whatever. And I'll tell y'all that, and I'll hit you up and be like, hey, is it wrestling this weekend? Nah, all right, well I probably ain't gonna come through, cause it really ain't nothing. And then the other time was obviously the last time we had wrestling. I had one on a little date or whatever. It was fine with that, but had it not been anything other than that being able, I wouldn't have went on the date or went on.
You about the time when I watched them, they was put to sleep. Yeah.
This nigga here, bro. He will never let that shit go.
Hell no, because people forget about the first time. Hey man, listen.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. While I was on the date, y'all, I was worried. I can't even lie. I wasn't like worried that anything was gonna happen, but I was like, I prayed they ain't terrorizing him or nothing crazy happening. Because I hadn't heard from him. He ain't text me were they good or anything. And I'm just that's my fault being a rookie of kid watching. They ain't even crossed my mind because I don't got no kids. I'm like, oh, them niggas good. I'm letting this nigga enjoy. But I be forgetting that parents be like, hey nigga, I want to update on my kid. I was just hey, they was watching sports. I was watching. You was on your day. So this nigga trust me to watch his kids, and we was just having a good time. I forgot. Tara was like, "Did you tell him that his kids are good?" I was like, "I'm supposed to do that." I was like, she was like, "Yo, you don't." Like, in my head, I was like, "I ain't heard nothing." So yeah, I pray ain't nothing happen. If I get back and something happen, oh, that's my ass. Oh well.
What small moments do you take for yourself to reset? Because I feel like as a dad, that's important.
Because I don't have them all the time, and when I say all the time, I'm speaking majority of the time, I don't. Because I really cherish.
When you did have them, what were the small moments that you took to reset?
I didn't. And I mean that wholeheartedly, because when I had them, I knew that time was borrowed time. And it sounds fucked up, but when I did, it was just like, when I make this statement, please don't bash me, because I've been on here, I've been on other podcast episodes with you, and once the video come out or the comment get made, everybody in the chat, oh, why would he say that? Why would you agree? Why would he say that? Why would he agree with you? When I make this statement, please do not jump to conclusions and no crazy. When I had them, the whole time I had them, which was roughly maybe like a year, whatever, and the other parental had moved out when we was going through what we was going through. In my head, I was like, I don't see why women complain about not having a deadbeat, like the deadbeat father or whatever it is. Because I'm like, I love this. Like I love not having to count on nobody but myself. Because really I really don't. And when I say this lightly, but I mean it. I mean it. I really don't. When I have them, or when I had them, in whatever situation may be, I really don't have assistance like that. Like, my mom still works. I'm a grandma's baby anyway, and I feel like that's like a gift and a curse with me having them now, because I want them to interact with her. I want them to be with her, but I don't allow myself to put them off on her. And I felt like as a kid growing up, a lot of times, like, my mom would do that to me and my brothers. Like, she would just put us off on my grandma. At times, they'd be like, we loved it because we was like leaving Jacksonville. We come to Orlando or whatever for like majority of summer. But it was just like, we don't want to be with her all the time because we don't want to. We don't do old people shit all the time.
No, for real. I feel that.
I'm not a church going person, but it was just like,
tired of going to church. I feel it.
We want to go to church every damn Sunday. Like, we want to stay home. We want to watch TV. We want to play video games. Like, you know what I mean? And so, like, granted, like, my grandma, she would take us places. She would put us in summer camp, little stuff like that. But it was like, as a kid growing up, like, I don't want to do all this shit. So having them, and when I had them, like, I don't really put them off on. I really don't put them off on my brother or nothing like that, because it's just like when they with me or when they were with me like full time and stuff like that. I love that. Like, I always said it then, and I will always say that. So, like, the most recent time was when, like, a week ago or 2 weeks ago, when we went to Warren's birthday, and the timeline of that weekend how it stacked up was I wasn't supposed to have them that weekend, but her people had came in town and wanted to see them, so they stayed an extra week with her, whatever, and then I had them. And I could have easily told her, like, hey, you know, I'll take them back-to-back weekends or whatever, because Moore's birthday is this week or whatever. But I hadn't seen them in like 2-3 weekends.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the end of the summer. They was going to go back to
school.
Like, you know what I mean? And it was just like, and I work nights, so I don't get to have them like I used to have them. You know what I mean? Little stuff like that. And it was just like, nah, like I picked them up Friday. We did what we did Friday. Saturday we had a guys' day. We went to go watch. We went to go see Fantastic Four.
How'd you like that?
It was all right. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. And then once you get to the end and they do the end credits, and then I'm one of those people that I look up the spoilers, but I don't actually read everything. And then once you realize this is gonna be the end of everything until like 2026, is the next time you're gonna see anything with Marvel realistically, and then after that it's 2027. You know, like it was just like whatever. But going back to the question you asked, like I don't, as far as the small moments, like I cherish every moment. So to do the resets, me doing the resets is like, because I don't have them all the time, I don't really necessarily need a reset. It's just when I get them, and we go hard. we going full speed. Once I get up to speed, we're going 100 miles down the freeway. Okay. And we're going to go hard, and then when we done. We're going to crash and burn, and then we just going to repair the car, and then we just going to go right back at it. So.
All right. How do you avoid letting life's chaos impact your parenting negatively? There we go. How do you avoid letting life's chaos have a negative impact on your parenting?
How do I avoid it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really stay in too much negativity, bro. Like I really, like y'all know my life. I don't really involve myself in too much. Like if it's anything outside of like something mental that's going on with me, like it's not really anything negative that's affecting me from being a father. Like I just, like, and it's like I'm not on social media or anything like that, but like the TikTok I had posted like a while back, like I don't see how, I understand it, but I don't see how niggas don't like being fathers. Yeah, like I understand it on a macro level of saying is majority of the time it's the person that you had the child with. That's what makes it unenjoyable. But if you have it with somebody who is communicative and you happen to be with somebody that you have to co-parent with, that you're not together with this person, and it's a amicable, relationship to where it's not nothing crazy happening. Like I don't see how you don't like being a fucking dad. Like that baffles me. Like it really does baffle me how, and it's not I don't want to say abandon your kid, but it's just like how you don't enjoy the moments, like no matter how big or how small it is, that you just put your parenting, that you take off your parenting pants or cape or hat or whatever article of clothing, that you take that off and you just don't want to do it. Like I said, it's more on the person that you may be doing it with that makes it, hard. But for the most part, like ain't no negativity finna like shake my faith in being a dad. Yeah. And earlier in the episode, like I said, if it is any negativity and they around me, I'm gonna let them see it. I'm a hyper focus, like put blinders on them so that they don't see everything. But for the most part, they, you know what I mean? Like they gonna see what they need to see and understand it at the level that I need them to understand it at. And then I will explain it further if they ask for further explanations. But I don't put no negativity on my parents.
All right. How does being a dad help you push through life struggles?
Being a dad pushing through life struggles. This is going to be, not earlier, I bashed the mothers, but the earlier comment just like 2-3 minutes ago, 4, 5, 6, 7. I understand the parenting when they make the compliment and they say, "Oh, mom's a superhero," or she got on her cape, her mom cape or whatever it is. Like, I understand it. Like, I inherently really understand it because it really energizes you. It really does. And being a parent, it really energizes you because you know how people, like, when you meet somebody and you're like, you try to plan out your life with somebody, like, you meet them like, oh yeah, I like this person, and you know, shit, this go right, you know, I'm gonna ask her to be my girl in like 2 months. And if this go right, then you know I'm gonna ask her to marry me like in a year and a half. And this go right, we can have a baby and we can get a house and we can do. You're planning out everything. That's what I do with them. Like I can really say that, like, and it's not on like it's not like on no weird shit. It's just like, damn, like when he get to this age, like, we can start having these type of conversations. I can start ramping up like the understanding level, and I can start, you know, we can start hanging out here and it not be, again, not saying it would be weird or anything, but we can start doing these type of things. Like, one of the things like that, I would say one of the biggest balancing acts that I have to do as a dad, is because I have a one by blood, one by love, is balancing not showing the one by blood or not showing the one by love less than what I give to the one by blood. That's the balancing act. I would say that's the hardest part, because from the standpoint of, and it's because he's older, because it's one of those things where it's like, I would never walk away, but
Never?
it would have to be some catastrophic shit to happen, bro. And again, it's the child. Like I said earlier, it's not that it's the other person that would affect it. It has nothing to do with the child, because the child's innocent in the situation. It would just, you know, but that's like the biggest, not biggest struggle, but that's the biggest like separator of not having to, or not, you know, differentiating between the two and giving them the same type of, you know, upbringing when they're around me. And being able to, you know, give them the opportunity for, you know, one-on-one time as much as everybody together.
Yeah.
But them having an understanding, like, hey, like, the bond that we have is not the same bond that I may have with over here. So that they have a full understanding, like, it's an individuality type of thing, especially with people who have like siblings. Like, you know, you got 2 brothers. I got 2 brothers too. And like, one of the worst things is like, you always like, damn, bro, like, did he always got to come with us? You know what I mean? Like, and it's not like a jealousy thing. It's just like, damn, like, can I have just fucking time to myself with you, pops? Like, you know what I mean? Little shit like that. But that's really
So juggling that.
Yeah, that's really the only, like, you know, juggling act that I really got to do, truthfully.
Last one. How do your kids give you motivation, purpose, and sometimes even comic relief when things get heavy?
Hey, they are, look, what was the first part of it?
How do your kids give motivation, purpose, and sometimes even comic relief when things get heavy?
Motivation, purpose, and comedic relief, right? Motivation, none, not at all. Nothing. No type of motivation. They do not motivate me. I tell you now, they are so damn critical. They are the worst critics. They are my worst critics. They're worse than me when we're in a public setting. So no motivation. As far as, what's the second part of it? Purpose. They give me purpose from the standpoint of, like, I just don't want them to see me fail. Like catastrophically. Like, it's okay if they see me fail, but I just don't want them to be like, damn, this nigga ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't like nothing crazy, but I just, that's really the purpose thing. Like, there's a higher purpose for me as a dad now that I'm a father. There's a higher purpose for me as a father than it was for me as a brother. Like, there was a high purpose for me as as the oldest brother, and I still catch myself with that sometimes too. But me as a father, like that's a
different.
Like that's different because now I'm dealing with somebody who got my last name. I'm dealing with somebody who don't got my last name, but still entrusts me like to show him the, you know what I mean? Like little stuff like that. Now comedic relief, you've been around my bro. They are some assholes. They think they funny, but they not. But some of the shit they be saying, I'll think back on it. I'll be like, damn, they really said that shit. Like, damn, y'all are something.
All right.
Y'all are.
So we gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna do
Definitely my best. Those are my broke best friends. Bro. But I respect it because they've gotten to the respectable part of life where they realize they can't be my broke best friends for my broke best friends for much longer, because everything we do that involves money, like I'm no longer funding that shit. Like, y'all want to go do this? Y'all got money? No. Well, I don't know what you're gonna do to get his money. It sounds crazy to say that. I'm not saying I'm out here child trafficking, because I would never do that with my own kids. However, I'm just saying, if y'all got some shit that need to be done and a child can do it, let me know. And if y'all are going to pay my child to do it, they will do it for this money, because they have an understanding that I'm keeping a tab. Now, we know Shell. I don't know if Shell's ever been introduced on this podcast. That's Big Shell, Big Shell. Now, with me, I'm not saying their tab is like really, really long, but mentally, I'm just saying, like the last, when we went to go see Fantastic Four, I had to not only pay for their ticket, I had to pay for their snack. Like that's coming off their bill, bro. Like, I don't do that. When we went to go see Superman, they had money. They had money from when they helped me ref and help Warren that one time when we was DJing. They had money in their account. I take, hey, yeah, you can call your mama, tell her she need to cash app you some money so that y'all can y'all make a choice. What y'all, and I made an agreement. I say, what y'all, I can either pay for y'all ticket or pay for y'all food. Oh, you can pay for the ticket. Good, because I wasn't paying for the food. Because the movie food costs too much, bro. I wasn't finna pay for that damn food.
Nah, you right.
Bet. You tell your mama she need to send you some money so that you can use your money to buy what you want at the movie theater.
Hey, yo. Where can they find you at, yo?
Huh?
Where can they find you at?
In my kid's life, bro. In my kid's life, bro. I'm there every day. Even not every day, but every day. Like, every now and then, like, I'll call them. Like, what are y'all doing? Nothing? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna let y'all know y'all are bums because y'all not doing nothing with y'all lives. Like, now that they started back school, very first comment out the gate. How was school this week? Oh, it was fun. This ain't, I don't see you to school for fun. You think I sent you to school for fun? What? I don't know you didn't. And here it go right here, right? I know you didn't ask me funny dad story, but this is my funny dad story, right? Now that they're back at school, they ride the bus, right? The first day I picked them up to take them to the bus stop, I take them, it's just them two at the bus. Lady walks up with her daughter, cool, whatever, we're talking a little bit, get on the bus. All right, dog, we'll see you. Second day I take them to the bus. Mm-hmm. I realized, hey, I've done my time standing at bus stops. I'm not doing this shit no more. So, mind you, the bus stop is probably as far as from your room to your front door. Maybe a little bit longer. Maybe the room to, maybe literally where we're sitting right now to, we'll say, the parking spaces under the tree, right?
Okay.
Or we'll say where the parking spaces under the tree are at to where the front of your complex is.
Okay.
Okay. So if you sit in the car, you can still see them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit shorter. Take them the second day. We get up. I pull up, whatever. Pull up a little stop sign. They sit in there. I said, "What y'all doing?" Oh, we waiting for the. No, get out my car. Go wait on the corner for the bus, bro. Go get out my car. I'm not. "Oh, you gonna come?" No, I'm not coming, bro. I will roll my window down and watch y'all. I'm not standing in no damn bus stop, bro. Y'all need to get used to it. They lucky, and personally speaking, I didn't want to like sit at the bus stop. I was gonna drop their ass off and just go back home because I'd be tired.
Nah,
so serious. But I was like, their mom was like, "Oh, you can't just leave them at the bus stop because you the neighborhood." All right, whatever. Cool.
My parents left me at the bus stop.
Bro, I used to walk.
Because what are they, like 9 and 10? What are they? No, 8 and
they 7. Well, one of them be 7 and the other would be 10, like in a couple of months. But
shit,
I said, okay. I said, cool. That's respectable. Whatever. Cool. Whatever. That's the second day.
When I turned 11, I used to walk to school, bro.
Bro, I was walking to school. I'm a church. Y'all think I be joking? I'm a church baby for real. Like, I used to walk to school in the rain.
Like, I used to walk to school in the snow sometimes. If I
missed
the bus, I had to walk because my parents weren't taking me.
Bro, all that stuff, bro. I used to hop gate, whatever. So now, second day, same thing happens, right? So now we're to the third day. This is the first week. So this is last Wednesday, last Thursday. Now we're on last Friday. We get to last Friday, right? Pull up. Now they know. In 2 days' time, they know. Dog not getting out the car. We're going to get out. Boom. They get out. They look across the street. Walk across the street. Whatever. They go stand at the bus stop. So it's like a corner. It's like a corner where the stop sign is. Like a little patch of grass. Probably like the length of maybe like from your bedroom to like here to the window. Mm-hmm. And then it's a driveway. Whatever. And that's where they get picked up in the driveway. So, like I told you, on Wednesday, little girl and her mama. Here come the little girl walking up, whatever. No mama. So I'm sitting there watching. So I said, watch this. I'm talking to myself. I said, I know exactly what's about to happen right now. He finna talk to her. Here go the little one. Girl come walking up. She's standing with her little book bag. Here he go, taking off his jacket. he done put his jacket on his book bag on the ground.
Hey,
mind you, he was just playing. They was playing running in the grass and stuff like that. Playing tag or whatever they was talking. He totally abandoned the other one. Now he talking to the little girl or whatever. He talking to her. They talking or whatever. And then I hear the mama faintly call the girl name. And the girl like looks around or whatever, and she starts walking back. This nigga looks, sees the mama, throws back on the jacket, picks the book bag back up, and then walks over to the older brother. I say, "No, nigga, don't do that." I said, "No, don't get scared now. No, brother man, you over there flirting, whatever, before school hours start. No, brother man, don't do that. No, brother man, don't do that." So when I pick him up this week, I'm definitely. Who was that girl at the bus stop? Okay.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, brother, man.
That's funny as shit.
But yeah, y'all, I'm on a myriad of podcasts. At some point, somebody's son's going to come back out. Graphic tee should be coming out soon. I'm somewhere in some of these episodes of Average Joe. A podcast once long ago, Socially Thoughtful. Somewhere on Facebook you'll find me. I'm still on TikTok. I just don't whatever. Eagles talk or whatever. The tailgate talk. Where we come to the conclusion that I ain't gonna say it on here, but y'all make your own judgment about the Eagles quarterback.
No, we have not come to the conclusion.
Hey, brother,
you came to your own conclusion.
But most importantly, y'all can find me in my kid's life.
All right, man. Baby Daddy Chronicles Pod on Instagram, YouTube, The Average Social Media LLC. Subscribe, look at it. I have a new YouTube, the Tailgate Talk Podcast. Check that out if you want to get into sports. Love y'all, appreciate y'all, man. I gotta get out of here. Peace.